We have gripped again, getting some. Sorry, I have to remember to keep that close on. Gripped again, getting some good footage.
It's a picture of what's been happening here, particularly in the last 48 hours.
As you know, it's been a completely peaceful protest, community-based. We've kept politics out of it. On Friday night, a number of people came down from outside the area and attempted to set fire to the building. That was nothing to do with the protest here at all, but it is.
See, that's what they'll do. They'll do sabotage, so you'll get the other side. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the likes of all the Rainbow crew helping out. Sabotage the areas and then go blame the far right. It's the bash the fash. The far right. Thomas Sheridan has me saying that. Bash the fash. He's fucking idiots. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if that's what they're doing, and then set up the concerned people that you see here in this video. That they'll do it.
Incredibly convenient for iPass, and as a result of that, the Gardaí have felt the need to block the road to protect the building. This is playing perfectly into iPass's hands because now it is no longer a peaceful protest, though it is. Today we've had a group of community people down. We've been told by the Gardaí that they will come this week, and this is why there's more people here now in the protest, community based. Unfortunately, this has also attracted a few outsiders who are starting to stir things up slightly. This is not what we want. We want to...
You know what I want to do? I want to go back to the times when the Garda actually stuck to their oath. Do you remember them times? I remember when I was younger, around in Greencastle, beside the Stardust Park. I grew up around there, and they join in and play football and all this. Do you remember them? Remember they used to join in and play football with the kids and everything, build up a little bit of, community trust, and you'd be hard pressed to find a bleeding Garda doing that. And if they are doing it, they're not doing it with Irish communities or Irish natives. I've seen two videos where they have these people from Asia, and they're all like swarming the Garda car, and he's just leaving them to it. Cars and all still in there, and he's just go on, leave them to it. Climbing all over, not climbing on top of her, but climbing into the seats and everything. Now and again they do that on the Irish side, but that's just for a photo op, But they're more inclined to let the other lads bleed and do what they want to their cars. But do you know what I mean? Joining in with the football and that when you were younger, or rounders. They join in with rounders or squares. Do you remember squares when you were younger? None of that anymore.
To maintain the legal angle, and there's still doubt over the ownership. There's been no proof provided over ownership of the land. There's still no environmental impact. Nothing is being done.
Bit of a standoff there earlier with the locals protesting in Garda. Can you tell us a little bit about what was happening?
So it started last night when the guards blocked off the road, and we were no longer allowed to bring cars in. We could still walk in, but no more cars were allowed, and any cars that were here had to leave eventually. One by one people had to leave, and more people came or whatever. So there was a big call out for more people to come because something's happening. We're obviously on edge, thinking something could happen any minute.
And I saw the Gardaí were opening the gate, which was a bit barricaded, to let out, I believe, security staff. Can you tell us how did that come about? What was happening there?
So the kind of general consensus in the group was, okay, well, if our cars can't come and we are being stopped from doing what we have been doing peacefully with just our local community, calm, peaceful, well, why should anybody else be allowed to use? Because it's one rule for them and another rule for us. They haven't given us any.
I use that saying too much as well. That's exactly what it is. She's bang on. One rule for them, another for us.
Clarity on ownership deeds, environmental assessments. They just don't care. There's no, personally, I'm a nature lover, and there's hundreds and thousands of bats flying all around here at night time as we've seen them, and there's absolute zero care from the people at the top, and the guards are here. People are not happy now with the guards because they're constantly lying to us. They told us they're going to take all these security guards out because they were asking us, why are you upset? Why have you...
Mad, isn't it? they continuously lie. The guards will continuously lie. It's more that just say to the people anything that'll like keep them, subdued. Try keep them on their side. They'll say anything. It's part of like deceit. It's what they all thrive on. Deceit.
Block the roads, and we said, okay, we'll let them all out, but we're not letting anybody else in, because if yous are going to block it up, then that's a two-way street. Well, it's not a two-way street anymore, but that's so now there's one security guard. So they lied to us because they told us all the security guards will go, nobody else will come. So everybody was at the gate, and all except one security guard came out. So people are just getting more and more disillusioned, and all the lies were kind of just.
Were you under the impression that they?
That's it, man. It's just gonna. Like, what did they expect is gonna happen here? Did they expect that if they just keep saying, don't worry, like, we understand, like, the guards, we understand that you're upset, don't worry, we'll get rid of the security men, right? So then they get rid of the security men, and then what happens? Does everyone just go home, and then once everyone's gone home, then they just go back to moving people back in again? Just liars, man. Just the whole establishment lies for a living.